Isaiah, I just wanted to let you know that I really enjoyed seeing you play, really enjoyed spending time with you. I do want to say that you look good. Also, don't give up on anything that you ever have started. That's what they want. Believe it or not. People might not tell you that they want to put the pressure on you to make you give up. That's what makes some people's day. To see you give up. And you know what? When you're in that fight and you're fighting, you got to keep your gloves on to win the fight. You're inside right now fighting. You got your gloves on now. You give up. And it stops. If you take your gloves off, it stops that fight. I mean, the fight that you're in the fight. You can't stay in the fight if you take your gloves off. When you give up, you take your gloves off. So, in saying that, I want you to keep pressing forward. Stay in there, because people drop off. And then that's your shot to show what you got. Believe me, I've been through it. This is not your hardest struggle. In life, you're gonna have harder struggles. This is just the beginning. Believe me, son, this is just the beginning. So you hang in there, and it's gonna be brighter days. It's gonna be times that the folks that doubted you, it's gonna be heroic for you. As long as you hang in there. You're gonna pop the long one when you don't expect it, when they didn't expect it. Right now, you're not expected to pop the longest. You're not even expected to pop it. But as you keep toting that rock, your time gonna come. You keep it up here, well, those down there reaching for it can't get a hold of it. And you know, best of all, the first play of the game, the ball was thrown to you and you caught it. All of your carries, you were successful. You got positive yardage. Even when they caught you in the backfield on that one run, you managed to get 1 yard out of it. You understand where I'm coming from? You're moving forward, toting the rock. You didn't drop the ball. And some people didn't like that, especially the other team. And we ain't gonna talk about some of the other ones that would have liked to see you drop the ball. You know, okay, let's see. That's what some of them said. So, you hang in there. sooner than later, big things gonna happen for you. But you got to hang in there for it to happen. Trust me. I'm the DreOstylz, baby. You can imitate me. You can't duplicate me. Because I'm me. I'm the best duplicator. I can only duplicate me. You can only duplicate you. I can imitate you, but I could never know exactly what you're thinking. So if I can't know what you're thinking, I can guess. And sometime I might hit it right, but I can't duplicate you. Imitate it, but never duplicate it. Remember that. This is what's big. Stay humble, stay respectful. First of all, to your mom. Give it honest to God that has willed her to stay sane out of all the things that she's been through. That's what you gotta think about. What has my mom been through? She's been through bigger things in life, probably than you will ever go through. Believe that. You might not know it all, but mom has been through some changes, and she's still going through it. I know you see it from day to day, time to time, and you might not even pay attention to it. But you got to stay respectful and humble to her, doing all the things that she does to make it for you, making things happen for you. Pressing on, working, studying, meeting, doing all the things that she does. Hustling on that stock exchange and all of those type of things. It takes some paying attention to and paying attention to you along with the things that she's doing. Stay respectful to mom, and you're gonna see brighter days. All your elders. You know what it should be? And I know you got this in you. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. No matter if you disagree or not, agree. Yes, ma'am. What else can I do for you? You need my help now? Is there anything else that I can help you with? Ma'am, sir, let's go. Let's go! When that teammate pops a big one, or makes that big pop, make that big smash. Let's go! All the time. Don't never let nobody see you sweat. Jump it up. Get in your own mind and pump yourself up all the time. You know what the biggest thing is? Long as you're doing that, you're gonna stay ready. You're gonna stay ready. And you got to stay ready to be ready, just like you were tonight. This evening, just like you were. you knew that you was gonna get the first or second play. I think you said the second play was gonna go to you. That's what you were told. And you know, you always been being told something that supposed to relate to you, and it's just them keeping you guessing, you know, keeping you guessing and keeping you ready, playing that chessmate with you, because that's what it's all about. It's just, you know, it's part of life. It's the game that's being played with you. And as long as you stay ready, you got him in a stalemate. Because guess what? Right now, it's not working for them. It's not working for you yet. So that's called a stalemate. You're right there. You're level. And as long as you stay level, doing everything that people are asking you to do, at home starts at home. That's the truth. A lot of this stuff starts at home. Let me tell you about it. If you're not staying humble at home, not being respectful at home, not doing some of the things that you're asked to do, when you were younger, you were forced to do some of the things that you're supposed to do. Isaiah, didn't I tell you to take that trash out? Yeah. Isaiah, didn't I tell you to bring that gold in? Isaiah. Now let me do it like this. Isaiah, didn't I tell you to take that trash out? Didn't I tell you to make up your bed? That's how mama sounds a little bit. I can't look at that. There you go. I can only try to imitate her, but I cannot duplicate how she really sounds. That's part of it. The DreOstylz, baby. You know what? You can try to imitate me saying that, but you can't duplicate. You can record it and make my voice say it again, but you can never say it the way the DreOstylz says the DreOstylz, baby. Try it yourself. Yeah. So keep hanging in there. Keep pressing forward. You see that? Better things are going to happen for you, going to come to you when you least expect it. When you least expect it, that's when it happens. And guess what? Your pressure is just, oh my God, it's on me. I got it. Yeah. And believe it or not, you're gonna drop the ball sometime. It's gonna come at a time, just like right now, I'm talking to you, when you least expect it. But it's how you handle it after it's done happened. It's how you get back up and do it again and make it better. So, you rope-a-dope. You rope-a-doping. You know, when you come through that hole, toting that rock, This is how you coming through that hole. If you going through the even side, you're like this. Got that elbow up like that. You're making that basket for that rock to fit into. You going to the odd side, going through the 3 hole, you got that rock that's gonna come in that basket like that. Cause you're leaning that way. You're getting it like this, but and then you open up once you get some daylight. But on that initial hit, and that's the same way, you know, with what you doing and going through right now. You rope-a-doping. You didn't even know it. Muhammad Ali used to do what he called rope-a-dope. When he was competing, he would get up against the ropes. He'd ball up. So it's the same thing you doing when you getting it in the hole. You balling up until you get that daylight, till you to make them tired. You know, you wrestling with them. You know, you rope-a-doping. Look him up. Became one of the greatest fighters of all time. And that's what you're trying to do. Become the best Isaiah Myles that you can be of all your time. That's right. Of all your time. The best Isaiah Myles. You can't be duplicated. Some things can be done, you know, kind of that same way, but not exactly the same. That means you can't be duplicated. Nobody runs like you run. Believe that. Nobody thinks like you think. Believe that. They can kind of think in the same thoughts, but not exactly like you. Nobody ever will be able to think like you. So you keep toting that rock. Keep pressing forward. Don't ever give up on nothing you start. No matter how shady it looks. It's shade every day. It's gonna be shade in your life. That's right. It's gonna be shade in your life every day. Sometimes shade is good. Sometimes the shade is bad. Sometimes it's mediocre. You know, all plants, flowers, can't handle the strength that the sun shines with. Some of them got to have light, but shade. Handle it. Be tough with it. Smile with it. Just like this here. You know, no matter how shady it gets, you're still, okay, all right, let's go. Okay, all right, coach. Put me in the game, coach. And it could get so hard that you say, take me out the game, coach. You're tapping on it. You're tapping out. Get you a little sip. back in there. Get back into the game, son. You got new life this evening. You were given new life, new thoughts. Some of that stuff of, forget this. Come on, man. I know some of it, a tad of it, had to been kind of taken away from you. You got new life. You through the dives, 34, 44 dives. Those are some of the hardest runs in the game. That guard and tackle, odd and even and odd, those are some of the hardest runs. It's not from the receiver position, because a lot of times he's not initially touched when he touched the ball. Most of the time he's already in open field. You know that. But when you get in that rock and you trying to go between the guard and the tackle in the end, unless you get in that pitch on the 36, 46 pitch, end around, fake 34, fake 44, or that stagger one way and then you're going back the other way to throw the defense out. When you're diving, 90% of the time you on contact. And those are the biggest guys on the field that you trying to squeeze through, or you trying to run through. What the coach gonna tell you? Run through him, son. He ain't trying to hear that with coach. It was somebody in the way. Guess what? It's gonna be somebody in the way on the left, the right, the outside. Run through him, son. Even on a tackle, run through him. I want to see you keep your feet moving. That's what they gonna tell you. Especially if you play on the next level. Coach ain't trying to hear that. Run through him, son. When you make that tackle, run through him. I want to see your feet still moving. So you know what happens when a person's feet stop moving? They lose the possession. You lose the battle. When your feet not moving, when you done trucked over somebody and they laying on their back, if they feet are moving, guess what? They kicking out. Ain't nothing happening on that gridiron. You ain't got no stability no more. Am I right? I know I'm right. Definitely know I'm right. Yeah. And you know why? Why? Oh, they did not pay. They want to pollute the air. They want to pollute your mind. The ups and down the carousel, changing You got to go underground with your thoughts, because guess what? You help make the world go around. You help make your own world go around. You know, you do. You know why? And they blame it on what? On longer hair. You can't always blame it on other folks. You gotta accept some of the blame. You know? With a cigar without a care. You know, the coaches, hey, they smoking on big cigars. The ups and downs. They pull the card. They make the decisions. You got to go underground, young man, with your thoughts. You can't leave it up to other people. You can't. You got to make some decisions yourself. Because when you're on that field, mom can't help you. Coach can't help you. You got to help yourself. Really? You know that. I know that. I done done it. I'm the biggest testimony in the world to you. Your uncle done been there. I done been through some changes. As a man. As a man, son. Go underground. Because Isaiah, you got to make the world change for you. For you. The DreOstylz, baby. Hang in there, baby. Isaiah. Hang in there. Let's do this.